Greetings, everybody, and welcome to Madrid Ball. I hope you all are safe and sound. It's another match day we have, and another big game to feast upon. The Los Blancos will take on Real Sociedad away from home. Kickoff will be coming live from the Reale Arena, and certainly this game is going to pose a massive challenge for Ancelotti and co. You can see Sociedad, the third in the league, almost posing direct competition to Real Madrid for the title. But if we see the positive side of things, this game and the next one against Atletico also provides an opportunity to Real Madrid to establish a major gap between them and the sides which are being tipped to compete for glory. It would be a gap difficult to close unless Real Madrid go on a disastrous run, so certainly Madrid do have the opportunity to seal things pretty quickly in the season, and let's hope the next two games can bear Madrid the outcomes that we all desire to see. So in this video we'll do the match preview of Real Sociedad versus Real Madrid, we'll go through the words of Carlo Ancelotti, and last but not the least, we'll end this video by doing the match predictions. So we have a lot to discuss, and let's get started. And firstly, if we have a look at the opposition, Real Sociedad have made a good start this campaign. In the 15 matches they have played, they've got 8 wins, 5 draws and 2 losses. Spent a significant amount of time at the top of the table too, but in recent times they have dropped 7 points in the past 4 matches, and that has taken off the early season spark that the Sociedad fans enjoyed to see. But talking about the team in general, the manager Imanol has done a fantastic job with the side. In his 2 full seasons in charge, Real Sociedad have finished in top 6 in both campaigns, featured in European competitions in both, and also lifted the Copa del Rey, their first major trophy since 1987. It's also worthy of noting that Imanol has placed a lot of faith in homegrown players. We can see a number of players from the academy integrated in the first team setup. They have a youthful core of talented players, and this has been a major factor in determining their style of play. We know they're a side who like keeping the ball. In fact, if you have a look at the stats from the past few games, you will see they kept more than 60% of the possession, and that has been the identity of Imanol's team. He has created a well-functioning team who are ready to fight for the manager. The team is also aggressive in the press. They like to recover the ball as soon as possible, forcing turnovers in the middle of the park. And with Alexander Isak and Mikel Oyarzabal carrying out the attacking duties, they have caused a lot of problems for the opposition. So this is a team which comes together to play as a strong unit. Having more of the ball and having quality players up front also ensures that they create a lot of chances. David Silva, since joining, has been instrumental for the side. However, in the very short term, the team has shown a little hesitance to shoot. They haven't made the most out of all the possession and the goal scoring chances they had, so that is something that the manager would like to sort out, and with the backing of the home crowd, we can expect them to put up a proper showing against the mighty Real Madrid. And coming to the formation, we can expect from Sociedad, there is a chance that we'll get to see the 4-2-3-1 setup. In the midfield, Sociedad will be missing the likes of Mikel Merino and David Silva due to injury, so we may see the duo of Guevara and Zubimendi forming the double pivot. In the absence of Silva, we can expect Oyarzabal to take care of the chance creation duties. He is likely to play the number 10 role. On either side, we can expect Porto and Januzaj to attack from the wings, and in the center, the Swedish international Alexander Isak should lead the attack for Sociedad. And now if we talk about Real Madrid, this, as you see, is the squad list for the game. Ancelotti has a fully stacked side in all departments. Dani Ceballos and Gareth Bale are the only 2 players missing, but even with them, we do have some positive news. Gareth Bale is back on the pitch, and he was seen training with the team. Ancelotti also confirmed that he may return in the upcoming week, and as for Ceballos, he was seen training with the ball and is expected to start training with the team in the coming few days. So it is good to see that Real Madrid are finally getting over the injury issues, and hopefully Ancelotti will make the most of the squad depth that he currently has. Moving on, let's hear what the coach had to say in the pre-match press conference. He was asked about rotations, the importance of the next 3 games, and about Thibaut Courtois. But firstly, while assessing the opposition, he said, "They are a team that play very good football. They have a lot of quality and are a very strong team. I'm happy to have this test to pass in a fantastic stadium. We will do our best, and it would be better to win." Then Ancelotti was asked if Antonio Pintus has warned him about rotations. We can see that the players are getting very short recovery time in between games. The concern of injury was very genuine on the part of the reporter, and Ancelotti responded, No alert. We assess the physical condition of the players before each game. It's only recently that almost the entire squad is available. The whole squad is in good physical shape. So far as I find, the team is pretty good. In training today, I didn't see any fatigue. With the exception of one game, I always made some changes in the 11. And hearing these words, it does sound like Ancelotti will again stick to his no rotation policy, and it is true that we have seen some minor changes in the side from time to time, but the midfield is an area where we haven't made much rotations recently, and in that regard, Ancelotti was questioned whether the aging midfield of Modric, Kroos and Casemiro would be fit enough to play the next 3 games in a row. And Ancelotti replied, "I don't know if they'll be able to play the next 3 games in a row. I have to consider that Casemiro, Modric and Kroos could play against Real Sociedad. Modric could sleep badly and not wake up feeling well and be tired. In that case, I obviously wouldn't play him. Then Ancelotti was questioned if Courtois coming up with important saves in every game is a very alarming situation. We have seen some defensive lapses in recent times, and although we haven't conceded many, there is a need for improvement. And the coach said, it's always a wake-up call. Yes, the defensive aspect is important. Courtois has saved us and done very well in the last 2 games, and that is why we have only conceded 1 goal in the last few matches. Courtois' performance has meant that we have been quite solid defensively. And lastly, Ancelotti was asked if he had any replacement for Benzema, Vinicius and Casemiro. The 3 have accumulated a lot of minutes in their legs, but it does seem that they are undroppable in the side. Ancelotti said, we have substitutes, but it's true that these 3, especially the 2 forward, are doing very well. When a striker scores goals, it's difficult to take him out at the risk of breaking his momentum. Casemiro provides balance to the team. It's very important, almost like a goal or a Courtois save. Behind him there are players with a lot of quality, Blanco, Camavinga, but for the moment they do not have the experience of Casemiro. We could give Casemiro a rest in the next few games. The young players bring a lot of enthusiasm and energy, but they do not have the experience he has. That's why these 3 players have played more. So those were the pre-match thoughts of Carlo Ancelotti, and let's conclude this video by doing the match predictions. In goal, undoubtedly we should be having Thibaut Courtois. In defense, I expect Ancelotti to line up with his strongest back 4. Mendy, Militao, Alaba and Carvajal should be the soldiers ahead of Courtois. In the midfield, I do not expect any changes. For all the statements and the news on social media, it does seem like we would be sticking to Modric, Kroos and Casemiro. It would be interesting to see if Valverde is given a place ahead of Modric, but for the sake of prediction, I'll stick with the Gala midfield for this match. And in attack, Benzema and Vinicius would again lead the line, but who will it be on the right? Will it be Asensio or will it be Rodrigo? It does seem like Ancelotti is using the 2 based on the opposition we face, and at this moment, I'm slightly tilted towards the prospect of Rodrigo starting the game. So that is my predicted lineup, and as for my scoreline predictions, I predict Real Madrid 2, Real Sociedad 1. I expect a tight game, and I also see the possibility of Real Madrid drawing in this match, but for the moment I'm positive, and let's hope Madrid will emerge victorious away from home. So that is all I have here. Do let me know how you're feeling ahead of the game, and what scoreline are you predicting? Let me know in the comments below. I'll see you soon. Till then, take care. Glory to Madrid, and as always, a la Madrid.